Hi guys, it's Bernicia Boateng and Jourdan Riane, and today we're doing a look by Doll Beauty. She's just been dolled up. If you want to see how I created this gorgeous look on her, keep watching. Right guys, so today we're going to start off with skin, and I'm just going to start by putting some foundation on Jourdan. Today we're using Too Faced, and it's the color Chai. Let's watch this glide on. So I know you guys probably have so many questions for Jourdan, but I certainly do too. So Jay, how was your time in the villa?
Do you know what? It was actually so much fun. I think everyone thought it was like going to be really stressful and really tense, like from the outside looking in, but it was so much fun. I didn't have a bad day in there.
Really?
I didn't have a bad day. Like,
it's so crazy because when we watch it from the outside, it looks so different to what you're probably experiencing on the inside.
So different, but like I just feel like the fun element of it wasn't aired as much this year, which is such a shame because honestly it was probably like 90% fun and 10% drama.
Really?
Yeah, but what you saw was 90% drama, but it was on everyone got on.
We love the drama, honey, so
of course.
We were like, yes, more.
Exactly.
You were amazing on there though. I feel like I know you personally, and watching you in the villa was like, that's my girl. Like, she's literally been exactly who she is.
I feel like my mum would have not been impressed if I even dared to change who I am, but I don't have time for that. Like, there's no point going on the show and acting a different way. When I come out, people are going to know I was just being fake in the show. So it just isn't it just normal to go in there and be yourself? Like,
I feel like you were completely, you're funny, you know, outgoing.
I tried
to
be.
Itself.
I do wish like all the banter and stuff that was aired, there was quite a lot aired on like the unseen bits on a Saturday.
What was the funniest thing that happened that we maybe didn't get to see?
Oh my god. So we actually got in trouble for this because it was so funny.
Do tell.
Me, Danny, Joanna, Michael and Belle. So when all the villas came back together, I don't know if you remember that during Casa Amor, we had loads of like competitions with our villa versus the other villa.
Yeah.
And one of them was we played beer pong, and Nabila, bless her, had to do the worm. And I swear to God.
Wait, the worm, like when you dance like that?
Yes, she had to do the worm. And we were like, she was like, I can't do this, guys. It's not going to work. It's not going to be funny. And we were proper amping her up, like, babe, you've got this. You can do this. And I swear on my life, she dove, like she literally stood up and took a deep dive onto the floor to do the worm and landed flat on her face. And we were all silent. We were like,
did she hurt herself?
No, she was all right. She laughed it off and then we all started laughing. But when we reenacted what happened, when all the villas got back together, we were wetting ourselves. We had tears coming down our face.
Oh, I would have been finished. Did you have makeup on?
Makeup was everywhere. It was smeared all over.
That's the worst thing. Like, you guys looked perfect on camera every day. Like, did you have a makeup artist?
No.
Were you guys flying me out secretly?
No, we had a natural glow that was called sweat. Because it was like 38 degrees.
Oh, I hate the sweat one.
Sweat. It was just pure sweat. But do you know what, like, to be fair, because most of the nights we weren't exactly doing much, like Anna's birthday, obviously we had like a party for her, so there was a lot of dancing and stuff like that. Makeup was ruined that night. But every other night, all we really done was like chilled, people had a drink, like we'd sit down, sit around the pool, we'd just like have conversations, so.
Guys, I'm highlighting now. Sorry, babes.
Right.
I'm highlighting and I'm using Butterscotch by Too Faced, and that's just to give Jourdan that pop under her eye that she needs. She pops naturally, but this is just to increase. An extra pop.
An extra pop.
Right, so go on.
Yeah,
you guys
so
had a crazy sweaty night.
We did for like some of the nights, but most of the nights, like we were just kind of sat still. We didn't really do much activity, so our makeup didn't really have to move much because we didn't do anything.
But what kind of products were you using to make sure that like your makeup didn't move?
I used setting powder to the gods. I've never set my face with powder so much in my entire existence of life. And then
were you priming?
Yeah, of course. But then I would set my nose even more because all we wore was sunglasses, and we didn't want to take our sunglasses off and have little dents in our makeup.
It's the worst thing.
So my nose was like caked with powder.
Oh my God.
Laura Mercier saved my life.
Laura Mercier definitely did save your life,
She
but
saved
honey,
my life.
That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
I love a good setting powder.
So what's probably the most exciting thing that happened in the house for you?
Craig David coming to perform.
Oh, can we have a moment of silence?
Can we talk about that
when
for a minute?
Craig David came to the house, how did you feel? Because I know you grew up on Craig David.
Listen, they prepared us. Like, we had music in the villa, which we never had. So we're like, okay, this is a big night. We were not allowed to go outside.
Did you know he was coming?
No, we had no idea. So all those reactions you saw were genuine reactions. We had no idea who was going to be. We had no idea what was going on. They were like, guys.
Anton was going to cry.
No, he did cry. He cried. He literally cried. But they were like, guys, wear your best outfits. And we're like, best outfits? They were like, it's going to be a fun night. It's not going to be like one of the little parties we normally throw. It's going to be a big night. And we were like, what are you planning? And they banned us from going out in the garden. So we were like, who's in the garden? Like, why can we not go out there? We weren't allowed to go down certain hallways. Like, it was all very secretive. So we were like, okay, there has to be a reason for this. So then when we went to come out, like, we all lined up and they're like, right, guys, we're going to go outside. They were like, whatever you do, don't scream at the person, don't touch the person, don't talk to them. We were like, is this Beyonce? Like,
honey,
who is this person? And they were like, just know we went above and beyond. And we were like, okay. When we saw Craig David,
what was the feeling in your heart?
I nearly dropped. My heel nearly got stuck in the deck.
I saw you. You were literally like,
I literally wanted to cry. I just couldn't believe that they actually managed to get Craig David on the show. They were like, did we not do good? And we were like,
how did you get him to agree to it, number one?
Honestly, everyone was like, forget having a drink. Like, let's just listen to his music. But he actually went above and beyond to perform. Like, he was only supposed to be there a certain length of time, and he stayed past that and played extra song and played it extra loud. So I'd like to think that he liked us.
Amazing. Guys, just to pause on what Jourdan's saying, but can we take in the fact that her skin looks like butter?
Yeah,
like, I'm sorry, but look at that highlight. It's so subtle. I've decided to just go one shade lighter than her skin, maybe 1.5. I use butterscotch, which she would normally be a chestnut tone.
Yeah.
And I chose to do this because I hate that really light, ghostly highlight underneath the eye. I think it's more refreshing and just uplifting to the skin to stay slightly around your skin tone range. So yeah, that's what we've done. And now we're gonna go ahead and set her under eye. And I've mixed Laura Mercier's translucent powder, which is amazing for setting the under eye.
Best thing ever.
Tell me about it, girl. She
Best
was using it
ever.
in the villa every day.
Best thing ever, literally.
And then I've also gone in with some banana powder as well. And of course, none other than your standard beauty blender, just to buff it in underneath the eyes. Look up for me, my lovely.
This feeling is actually the best feeling. Because you know once this is on, that's it. Your makeup is set for life.
Can we just talk about the fact that Jourdan just loves getting her makeup done?
I know, it's because I'm really bad at it. I feel like, so Bernicia was doing my makeup for ages. Like, she is my go-to makeup artist. She's just unreal, absolutely so talented. But in the villa, can we just take like 0.2 seconds to appreciate how much better my makeup putting on skills got? Like, I couldn't do makeup to save my life. If you saw me trying to do an eyeshadow, bruh, it was so bad.
I was proud of you in the villa though.
I think I did all right.
I was like, this girl came to slay and not play. I was like, yes, Chocolate City. But then you looked amazing.
I was around makeup artists. I felt like I had to up my game.
You upped your game, honey.
I couldn't let you down.
You made me so proud. I was like, yes, that's my girl. Touch you well. Right. So I'm literally going to set down her nose. And literally your setting powder just goes in the areas where you've put your highlighter. So you wouldn't use this really light, bright powder on the bottom half of your face or in the areas that you haven't highlighted. Only in the highlighted areas, please. Please. So now, under her eyes, down her nose, a little bit on her forehead and a little bit on her chin as well. And now she's baking to the guards. We're going to skip to the most important part, and the reason that we're here today, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to show you a dull beauty eye, okay?
I'm ready.
My favorite, I'll tell you what, I've been using Dull Beauty for a couple of years now.
Years.
And my favorite products have to be their lashes. But I'm not going to lie, they've surprised me. And I think the lashes have actually just been, I think I've just been topped over with the new eyeshadow palette.
Eyeshadow, yeah.
Honey, I'm wearing it today, so I don't know if you guys can see my face or not. So hopefully we do a little zoom. But I'm wearing the Sweet Treats palette, and I've chosen like some warm, you know, sunset, desert-like colours on my eyes.
Desert-like, I love that.
And I'm literally gonna give Jourdan a similar look to what I've got, but a bit more of a pop, because this girl likes to turn heads when she goes out. I'm just trying to blend into the background, just to be seen and not heard, but she likes to shut it down, don't you, Jay? She loves it. Can we just open up this palette? Right, so first of all, the palette shapes as a love heart, because that's what you're gonna do, you're gonna love it, right? And look at these colours. What a beautiful selection.
I want that one, that one, that one, that one.
I'm so sorry. The fact that that's called Sugar Spice, it's already like my favourite colour.
Okay, so my favourites, Mud Pie,
right.
Sugar Spice, oh, Peach Fancy, I like these names. And treats.
Treats is what I've got basically on the base, so all over my eye. But I'm going to show you guys a step-by-step how to go from a really simple, easy day look, and then we're going to use some of the gorgeous pigments to take it into like a night look and a really vibrant and out there look. Especially now, we're going into carnival season. So if you want an eye that's going to turn heads and just make you, you know, a superstar, this is what you got to do.
Oh my God, it's carnival season. I love that.
I'm going to start off with an eyeshadow base, which is not by Doll Beauty. It's actually an Urban Decay base. And this is great for your more powdery eyeshadows, so your standard eyeshadows. When it comes to the pigments, I'm going to use the Pigment Pop-Up. And this is a gel-like texture, and it literally just creates a tacky, sticky feel. So the pigment literally sticks to it and just pops that extra bit more.
Oh God,
and that's what we want. We want the eyes to scream. We want to walk in and the boys and the girls fall down.
All the heads turn.
All the heads turn. Okay? So we're gonna get that started now.
Make sure I scream.
So I'm gonna start off by basing her lid. You can use any eyeshadow primer. We'll give this type of effects, but I've chosen to use the Urban Decay, which is my favorite. This is in the color Caffeine.
Too Faced is really good too.
Too Faced is amazing as well.
And this face primer is good.
Yes, honey, who's working for Too Faced? Honey.
Pending. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. No, their face primer is unreal.
Right, so this just goes on almost like a concealer, but again, it has slightly more of a tacky feel and it's great for powders. So I'm now gonna buff this in with a buffing brush and just tap that in. You don't need to set this. So I know some girls use a concealer over their lid and they tend to set that with a powder. With this, you don't need to because it's designed for eyeshadow. And don't take too long to start buffing it out because it does tend to get a little bit stiff and hard and we don't want that. So now we've got this all over the lid, open for me. The colour Caffeine's actually so close to Jourdan's skin colour that it looks like she's just got foundation on her lids, but she doesn't. Right, so I'm going to take a buffing brush and I'm going to start with... No, actually, this is a Morphe black brush. Yeah, so when Doll Beauty bring out their brushes, I'll be using that.
Yes.
But for now, we ain't got it, so we're going to use this one, which is still real cute. I'm so excited. I'm so excited because this is going to be my new go-to.
I'm actually really ready for this.
So guess what colour I'm going to start with?
I'm going to go
You know me, so what colour do you think I'm going to start with, Jay?
Either Sugar Spice or Mud Pie. Or, wait, there's one more. What's that one? Toffee Sponge.
You got it right the first one.
Oh, did I? Sugar Spice.
Yeah, we are starting with some Sugar Spice. So Sugar Spice is a very orangey, warm tone, and this is a great transition colour. For me personally, I would probably, on a very casual day, wear Sugar Spice all over my lid. It's beautiful.
Ooh.
Just watch how this product just glides on. This is one swipe, guys. Can we please zoom in? This is one swipe of eyeshadow. Can we just take in the fact that it's so pigmented, so easy to blend out? It's literally a dream to work with. And I'm just taking it into her socket and bringing it all the way down and around.
I need to remember how you're putting on eyeshadow because this is where I fall behind.
Do you see what we're doing now? This is video content. You know what that means? You can rewind it, baby. You can watch it again. This is how you learn again.
This is how you learn. I'm ready for this.
Open for me, Jay. Look at that, guys. This is one swipe of eyeshadow. We've not even gone back in. The video can't lie to you. I've literally dipped it in once and I've literally just blended it down and around her eye, just literally going over her crease and all the way down to the top of her eye. And this is because we're creating a blown out eye. That's gorgeous. And I don't even think I need to add any more to that at this point in time. Guys, so we're double dipping and we're going back in with some Sugar Spice and I'm moving over to the other eye. Remember I said I used just one swipe? We're just gonna go over this eye. So Jourdan, please tell me, what was your go-to look? Tell me about your go-to glam in the villa.
Oh, so I thought, that's actually a good question. So I'll do a daytime and a nighttime one. Because during the day, I kind of tried to avoid makeup because I was sweating so much. It was like 38 degrees every day.
38 degrees?
Yeah, we had a heat wave while we were there. It was not great. So I used tinted moisturizer
By?
Laura Mercier.
Okay.
And set my entire face. Sometimes concealer, but mainly just tinted moisturiser everywhere, and that was it. And then during the evening, I'd either use tinted moisturiser or a light foundation, but I mean like not even a full pump. And then concealer. My eyeshadow look was normally just one base colour, and then I'd got
What base colour? I think brown.
It was a brown, but it was Morphe.
Oh.
So it's the Morphe 350 palette.
Okay.
And I used, there's like an orangey brown shade in it, so I used that all over the base. And then I put like a tiny bit of black in the outer corners and spread that into my crease, and that was it.
Well,
Some contours.
that sounds
some highlight.
literally so simple, but on camera you were like
I just
$1 million.
highlighted my life away.
Oh, that's what it's all about,
I
honey.
just highlight over sweat.
We'll get onto that soon, because we've got an amazing Doll Beauty highlighter palette.
Yes.
And we're literally going to be turning heads with that, honey.
I love a highlighter.
We are not playing any games.
I love a good highlighter.
So whose makeup was your favourite in the villa?
Do you know what? It was actually Maura's.
Maura's makeup was amazing.
Maura's makeup, and I think it's because her eyes were so beautiful when she put her makeup on. But Maura's makeup just never moved.
Really?
I swear to God.
Because you get
her
them
makeup
girls,
never
like,
moved.
I don't know about you, but I get super oily. Even on the
No,
coldest
her
day, I
makeup
get
is
so
just-
oily. But then you get those girls with like naturally matte skin,
Yeah, her
and it's
makeup
like
is
doesn't
popping.
move anywhere.
And she'd do like dark eyeliner on the bottom on her waterline. And where her eyes were like green, I would look at her and I'd be like, "You're fit."
If you,
You're
by the way,
fit.
guys, if you've got green eyes, this color that Jourdan's wearing at the moment would look amazing on you. It looks great on you too, but
But it
green
pops.
eyes just pop so much with orangey browns. So just for my green-eyed girls, this is the palette y'all
So
need.
orangey browns.
Don't worry, when I
True.
put my green contacts on,
That's it then.
we're gonna be like popping.
That's it then.
Right, so guys, we're gonna take it up a little notch, and I'm gonna make it slightly more deeper in the socket, and we're gonna go in with, what should you do? Peach Fancy. Right, so again with the same buffing brush, I'm just gonna go slightly more into the center of her eye and just buff out this color, which looks exceptional. Right, so I want to take you back to a moment in the villa.
Okay, let's go.
Casa Amore's done.
Yep.
It's the episode that the guys and the girls find out the decision that everyone has made.
Recoupling.
The biggest recoupling of Love Island 2019.
Was it? Oh my God, yeah, it was.
I would say so. First of all, the entire world, including my mum and my dad, watched that episode. So it was definitely a big day.
It was a
I
big
couldn't
night.
breathe. I was eating my Chinese takeaway and I had to put it down and stare at the camera and be like, what's going to happen next? There's two questions about Casa Amore that I actually
Alright,
have
go
for
on.
you. So first one,
I'll keep my eyes closed while you're
what
buffing.
was the feeling in that moment when Amber walked out and Michael made the decision to stay with Joanna?
You could cut the tension with a knife. It was pin drop silent. It was dead silent. Like it was silent because none of the girls that were away at Casa Amore that had just come back knew what Michael was going to decide. But obviously we did. So there was already that kind of like, oh my God, we all knew he was going to pick Joanna, but they didn't know. So everyone was kind of on edge. And then when he said Joanna's name, it was then the feeling of the girls obviously knew that Amber was going to come back alone, but we didn't. So the roles kind of reversed and we were like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And then you kind of sit there for a while you wait for Amber to come out and it's just silent. And then all you hear is footsteps. And you're just thinking, is that one person? Is that two people? Is she alone? How was she feeling? What can she see? How was she feeling? And she just appeared by herself and literally everyone just went, everyone just was like, it was just intense. It was intense. And it was also quite sad because you could tell, like, and the thing is about Amber, she's
I'm
such a
speechless
nice
because
person.
I feel like I'm watching the episode again.
Because you can feel it.
I can literally feel it
You
right
can
now.
feel it, but
that's insane.
Amber is such a lovely person. You can tell that she just had all her guards up in that moment. And, you know, everyone kind of wanted to be like, are you okay? She was like, yeah, I'm fine. But you could tell that inside she was hurt.
I think that was probably one of the most emotional moments of TV.
You just wanted
in
to cuddle
2019.
her.
I wanted to literally walk into my TV, grab her like a baby and tell her, baby, it's going to be okay.
She's a
Because we've
boss.
all been there. Like,
She's
as
good.
girls, we've all been let down by
Yeah.
at least one guy. you know? And I think to watch it, everyone has felt that feeling of rejection before.
100%.
So it was like, all the girls were like, oh my God, girl, we feel your pain.
I think, but obviously you guys would have known, well, obviously we lived it first, but in that moment watching it, you guys would have seen our villa versus the Casa Amor villa constantly. So you would have known she was going to come back alone. So the minute he would have said, Joanna,
we knew she was going to come back alone.
Yeah, but we didn't. So it was even more intense because we genuinely had no idea what was going on, whereas the viewers could see side by side what each villa was getting up to.
Right.
So you guys had a little bit of an inkling of, okay, he's going to be alone, she's going to be alone, but we literally had no idea what was going on in the other house.
Wow,
so
that is crazy.
It was really like once recoupling was done, no one really said much for a while. Like it was pretty, all you could hear was the fire in the fire pit. Like you could literally just hear it burning.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is absolutely mad. But when you walked into Casa Amor, girl, you need to be sharing your tips with your girl on how to make these guys go crazy. They went crazy over you.
I didn't think they did. I didn't feel like
Didn't
they
you
did.
have like, Danny liked you? Who else liked you?
There was a moment with Curtis.
Curtis was dying for it. You're dying for it. He was absolutely dying for it.
Sweet, bless
He
him.
absolutely loved you, but it was like, for me watching, it was just strange because it was like, does he like you or does he just not like Amy?
I think he genuinely likes me, and I actually don't think he didn't like Amy. Like I think he really did. I just think he kind of was getting doubts, and when you're in that environment, one doubt is like the end of the world. Like you genuinely don't know how to act. Like you start, if you question one thing in there, it literally within your head, you start overthinking, nothing goes right. You're like, oh my God, this is gonna end, this is gonna go so bad. And really things are actually fine, but you just don't know. I think what made it more difficult for him is that what he would have wanted, and he said he would have wanted this, was to have spoken to her before the decision had to be publicly made.
Right.
But obviously you don't get that chance in Casa Amor until she comes back. And then he had to obviously give her the news of what he was feeling about the whole situation.
And why was it like a definite no for you? Did you just not think he was that cute, or?
I absolutely adore him as a person. He's genuinely one of the best guys in the villa. But romantically, it just wasn't there. But we also had only known each other for 5 days.
I respect you for not faking it.
No.
Because I would fake it for, how much is it? 25 grand? 50 grand? I would. But I'm glad you did it.
No.
You're a real one.
No, it was never going to happen because it would have involved hurting him. Because if he genuinely meant his feelings, and let's say I did recouple with him and we lasted however long we lasted, and really the whole time I was just playing a game, that wouldn't have gone down well. I could have never pretended to like him for the sake of a show. It would have never been worth it.
I love that about you. She's a real one.
It would have never been worth it.
We're talking to a real one right here.
This is a real one.
But guys, we are going to start giving her a pop. Okay, so this is not the pigment. We're still on the stage where we're using the palette, and I'm gonna go for Gold Scoops, yeah, which is a nice bright gold and just a beautiful color, especially for her skin tone, which is gorgeous and golden. And I'm just gonna place the color just in the inner part of her eye.
Did you think I would have gone with Curtis?
I thought you might go for Curtis.
Did you?
First of all, I think Curtis is beautiful.
He's very handsome.
I think he's gorgeous, like
very
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
so I just thought maybe she might go for it. But I thought maybe the fact that you'd been outside of the house for longer than the other guys and you'd seen their relationship and you know how deep he is with Amy, knowing the lovely girl that you are, you might not want to ruin that. So,
I didn't want to ruin that. I really didn't want it to be me to ruin that.
But I guess the fact that he liked you, the damage was kind of done anyway.
Yeah, but if one thing I can say is if I felt like there was going to be a romantic connection and I felt like we could have actually worked, I would have gone for it regardless. Because if I liked him in that manner and I genuinely saw something happening, then I'm not going to pretend to not go for it for the sake of a show at the same time.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't there.
Guys, taking her eyes. Yeah. Go on, sis.
Yeah, no, it just wasn't there. And what I really love and respect about him is that regardless of that happening, we were still friends the whole time and still are. So I really don't have anything to fault him on.
Wow.
He's so lovely, honestly.
He seems lovely.
Yeah, he
seems
guy.
absolutely amazing. Guys, we're going to go in with the Pigment Popper now. So now we're about to pop the eyes. We want heads to turn. I'm going to take a little bit of Pigment Popper. And as you can see, it's a clear gel-like consistency. And I'm just going to use my finger to tap over the area where we've got the gold. And I'm going to let that set for a couple of seconds before placing some pigment on there. Yes. So let's just say you didn't go for Danny. Who else would you have gone for in the villa?
Out of the boys that were there or in general?
In general. For this season. I don't know.
It's harder to decide now because now I know them all really personally since coming out.
Yeah.
And it's also hard because they're all so good looking. Oh, one thing I will say, when I went in, TV does none of them any justice.
Really?
They are such good looking boys. I literally looked at them
they
and I was
do
like,
look
TV,
really good though.
In person.
That means it's even more in person.
Ridiculous. I literally looked at them and was like, Hans, TV does none of you guys justice. Like in person, they are so good looking. I think because you get to finally see their personalities, it makes it even better because they're such nice people.
Look at this pigment.
Oh my God,
No, I'm sorry, I've just been distracted.
Is it like rose gold?
It's rose gold, but I can't breathe. It's like can't breathe rose gold. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I need to see this.
Jourdan, I'm shook. You are snatching edges at this point.
Yeah, because you're doing my makeup and have you seen the pigment?
The pigment is amazing.
What a combination.
Oh my God, this pigment popper is amazing. You can actually use this pigment popper for any eyeshadow pigments that you've got at home too. It doesn't only work with the Doll Beauty. So if you are into pigments and really pigmented eyeshadows, this would be a great little touch to your makeup kit. And I'm literally just pressing it on with a brush. If you guys saw, I applied the pigment popper just with my finger. You can also dip your actual brush in the pigment popper and then use it with the pigment and put it straight onto the eye. It just depends on how you like to work. But for me, I just wanted to do it like this and it looks so gorgeous. Your lashes aren't even on yet. What's your plans for tonight? Because I think Danny needs to take you out.
Well, depending on what time I get home, we're going to Neon Golf.
Oh.
That's if I make it. See, in London or in England or just wherever you are, when it rains, everything slows down. So a journey that would normally take like 20 minutes will take 2 hours.
Yeah.
So like right now, we're like how far? I'm 4 hours away from home.
Oh, wow.
So it's probably going to be about a 5-hour journey.
What's it like being with Danny outside of the house in comparison to being with him in the house?
It's the same. Nothing's really changed. It's just we've been able to get to know each other more. We can go traveling. We can see each other all the time. Like we're around each other's family and friends. So it's a lot more relaxed. It's a lot less of a tense environment. Obviously now we're on the outside. We can see all the love and support we get. But on the flip side of that, like unfortunately comes a lot of hate. So,
and how are you coping with that?
I'm coping.
You're a strong girl, you can handle it.
It's a lot though. Like it's a lot. Like I do wish that that was something that you could be prepped for, but I don't think you can ever be prepped. It's like you breathe and someone tells you you're wrong for breathing. So it's one of those things where you start to realize that no matter what you say or do, someone's gonna have something to say. You could say hello to a fish and the newspapers will twist it and say you tried to murder it. Like everything just gets taken out of context all the time. So it's still quite intense, but it's nice that we're doing it together. Mm-hmm. It's nice that we can just be ourselves without having to feel like we can't do anything while inside the villa. It's nice to just be able to just relax.
Well, that's great. I'm sorry to hear that you get hate, but Kim K gets it.
Everyone
I think
gets
everyone on TV or anyone in public
doesn't warrant it though, because it will be the same people that give the hate that will be like, if anything was to go wrong, God forbid, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I loved you so much. But they're the ones that spread it. You know, you get 12-year-olds that DM you and tell you should literally not be alive.
But they're 12.
So yeah, but doesn't make it right. Regardless of your age, it does not make it right ever. And I just feel like as someone with a platform, I'm going to make a point of making sure that hate is not tolerated in my presence or on my page. There's nothing wrong with being positive.
Just so you know, I love you loads.
Of course, but you know we love each other's pieces.
I absolutely love this eye look. Guys, can we take it in? We've literally put some pigment all over her lid using the pigment popper, which is making it pop. And then we've also got a pop of champagne gold just in the center of her eye. And now I'm about to apply a popping pair of lashes. I don't know if you guys can see, but I've literally got, like, if you love lashes...
Right, I'm going to hold them up. Let's hold them all
Guys,
up.
let's try and hold some of these up. Literally, it's crazy. We've got so many lashes over here.
We can't actually hold them.
We can't actually hold them. But every single one is completely different. And literally, I'm going to put all of them on top of each other and wear them out tonight because it's that nice. But I want some really big ones.
You have a favourite though, don't you?
My favourite are the Danielles. They're so gorgeous.
Let's look for the Danielles.
And that's what I'm going to use on you. I think this is them. I think this is it.
I swear, if you got that right, I'm actually going to die.
These are the Danielles. I know my babies.
Oh my God. How did you know that?
Honey, I told you, I've been literally using Doll Beauty for a couple of years. They're my favourite go-to lash brand.
I know. Just FYI, guys, my reunion look, my after sun look, in fact, 90% of the looks I do when I have any type of appearance that have lashes on, Bernicia does my makeup and Doll Beauty provide the lashes because they are honestly...
They're just easy to apply.
They're so good.
The band is like easy to apply as well and it's comfortable to wear. They're great and they do like really natural lashes, as I like to call them, bad B lashes. Still your man lashes. No, I'm joking.
These are
but like they do amazing lashes. I absolutely adore them. Those are so pretty. Those ones are like, I'm gonna go, you know, to the West End, just going shopping, going Topshop. I'm just gonna put these in
my pocket.
Excuse me, can you put my lashes back on the table?
I want those though.
Otherwise
really
we gonna have a girl fight.
They're so cute.
Right, okay, so Danielle's, I'm gonna apply these. Because the eyes are so popping, I don't actually want to put an eyeliner on. Instead, I'm gonna buff out some dark smoky color underneath her eye. So you don't always have to go in with like a big eyeliner, especially when you want to make the lashes stand out more. So that's what we're gonna do. And like I said, we're using Danielle's, which are gonna look amazing on Jourdan.
I'm like, watching you do it because I'm so bad at doing lashes, so now I know.
Do you know what? Everyone says that they have struggles when it comes to lashes.
I cannot do lashes to save my life.
First of all, you always have to measure your lashes and make sure that the lash band isn't too long for your eyes, because sometimes people say, these lashes are so uncomfortable, I hate this brand, their lashes never stay on. You might just be putting the lash on and it's too big. Sometimes you might just have to trim it a little bit.
That's my mistake number one already. So yeah, I've got really big eyes though.
You do have big eyes. I don't really need to cut it, but just because I want you to be super comfortable, I'm gonna give it a tiny little trim. And you can use any scissors. I'm using these ones. And I'm literally just cutting the tiniest little bit from the edges. Tiny bit. And now these should literally, you know your lashes are gonna fit comfortably if you lay them on top and they just sit. So even without glue, that's just sitting. So that's how you know it fits perfectly. Now I'm just gonna use some duo glue, which is like an international lash glue that everyone uses.
It's the best lash glue ever though, isn't it?
It's amazing, it's great. And I'm just gonna apply that on the rim of the lash. Yep. And then just let that sit for a little bit. So I would say give it about a minute to just become tacky, and so it just like glides on. You don't have to fuss with it too much. I'm sorry guys, don't be too distracted because her eyes are popping and I know it.
I can't wait to see it.
Have you not seen it?
I can't see myself.
Do you not want to see it?
I want to see the finished product.
Should I show her? Should I ruin the surprise?
No,
I'm joking.
Don't.
I'll make her wait.
Make me wait. I want to see it. I can't wait.
Which look was your favourite? I absolutely loved your after sun look.
I think my after sun look with my long straight hair was probably the best.
Really?
Yeah, I think you slayed that smoky eye.
And do you know what was funny? It was literally like a dark brown smoky eye.
It was amazing.
It was really like, I was inspired by Kim K. She inspires a lot of my makeup looks. And my favourite makeup artist, well, he's one of my favourite makeup artists, Mario Makeup, her makeup artist. And he inspired that look. And I was like, Jourdan's got sexy big eyes like him.
So we're gonna do that.
So we're gonna do that. We're gonna give her that. And I was so happy when I saw it on the TV. I was like, I did that.
That's the look. That's my work.
And you were wearing the Danielle's on that day as well.
I was.
That was Doll Beauty's Danielle lashes that she was wearing.
I love Doll Beauty lashes. They're unreal.
Right. So that's been sitting for about a minute now. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop that in place.
I'm still baking, aren't I?
You're still baking.
Oh.
I like to bake for ages. Like I like to literally bake forever. And it just like holds the under eye, yeah. Especially if you're doing your eyeshadow after skin, it's important to bake, because if you get any drop down from pigment, you can just whisk it away when you're wiping away your powder. She has to be really silent. She can't have any chat right now, because if she ruins my lashes, I'll be I'll be gutted. Right, so what's next from you, Jay? What can we expect? Because I know that before Love Island, you were already Jourdan Riane. You were popping. You're still like an Instagram, influencer. You're modeling. You're acting. You're always in LA, and then you're in London. Then you're here. Then you're there. And I'm like, you had loads going for yourself. What's next for you?
I think just to continue my career, like regardless of the show, my career is the most important thing to me. So just building my modelling, my acting. I've got a few acting things coming up, which I cannot say yet, but you shall see.
Yes.
Just modelling for the brands I've modelled before. So like I've done, obviously you know this anyway, but I've done like makeup work before for like L'Oreal, Maybelline in Superdrug and Boots, and like Pond's skincare and stuff like that, like internationally as well. So I think for me, just to continue to do the work I'm doing both in the UK and in America. And there's also a few things I want to do with regards to like helping young girls, especially young girls who might follow social media and think that everything they see is reality, just to kind of understand that there's more to it, like how to build a career in like a really good way, but also maybe do talks with young girls about things like online bullying. I really want to go around schools and just like
what's encouraged you to do that? Just before we get onto that, guys, we are bronzing, and this is the Gimme Sun Dull Gimme Sun bronzer.
Can I open my eyes?
You can, my lovely.
Okay.
Open. Okay, perfect. And I'm just going to continue bronzing Jourdan. I'm going to go over her forehead. Yes, so go on.
I had this idea before I went on the show. This is something I've wanted to do since I was young, like growing up and, I went to like a private nursery, private primary school, and then an all-girls grammar school. I always felt quite like in a bubble. Like I always wanted to go to like just a public school and just experience different types of people. And when I eventually did, I learned so much. And it's always something I've wanted to do, is like from knowing what it feels like to be in the bubble to knowing what it feels like being just a normal person and just being able to just integrate and get to know so many people from different walks of life, and no matter what they're doing. I've always wanted to do a talk for like young girls just about life. I've wanted to do it alongside people that I've either experienced or work in like mental health, just to kind of help.
Mental health, that's such an important
thing.
And not talked about enough topic.
Never. And since being on the show, I can safely say that based on the hate, I can understand why so many people experience
Does the hate get to you that much?
Yeah, it does. It does. And being someone that can cope with it easy and have quite a good support system around me, I have an amazing support system around me, like my family, my friends, Danny, everyone. It still gets to me because I'm a human being and still have feelings. So it's so important to be able to talk on such topics, and I feel like it's not spoken about enough. And that's something I've wanted to do before, and that's why since coming out, I'm grateful for even if it's like 1% more of a platform. Like I'd rather help one person in a positive way than 1,000 in a negative way. So if it means that I sit in a room with loads of different people from different walks of life and just talk and allow people to have a safe environment to talk in, I want to do something like that.
That's beautiful.
It's just something I've wanted to do for years.
Absolutely
love that. You don't have to do my makeup every time I do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll be using loads of Doll Beauty lashes, of course.
Well, that's the only lashes you use, so 100%.
Right, now the lashes are all on. If you can see, open for me. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but naturally, sometimes when you put lashes on, what tends to happen is your lashes aren't actually blended into the lash. So I've got a little trick that I use that kind of like makes that perfect. So I'm gonna blend these lashes using a little bit of mascara. Open for me, Jourdan, look up to the ceiling. And this is just going to blend the lashes into the falsies. In this case, the Danielles by Doll. There we go. Yes, honey. Beautiful. I'm gonna put some blusher on. Okay. And I like to do this thing where I use eyeshadow as blusher as well, because you can do that, especially when you've got so many warm tones. So today I'm going to use the Sugar Spice as blusher on Jourdan. I'm just going to use that on the apples of her cheeks. And it's almost time for my favourite bit of makeup.
Highlight?
No, what's my favourite thing?
Oh, what, my lip gloss?
Yes. That is like my go-to. I love a good gloss. And I'm thinking to go nudie.
Oh my God, my favourite.
Guys, we've got like 5 lip colours, actually 6. Got loads of gorgeous, yeah, they're nudes. Let's open some. So guys, you can see everything that we're playing with today. Oh, this is pretty. Oh my God, look at that.
What's this one like?
Oh, but you do know I'm probably going to put like 10 different colours on you, right?
100%.
You know how I do.
That's nice.
That's really pretty. Oh, look at that. Show the camera. That's so pretty.
That's so cute.
And I love like a really, really pale one just to put in the middle. That's really nice as well.
That's cute.
Try that one. You're not taking these home, by the way. They're all mine.
They're yours? Okay. I thought
I'll let you have one. Okay, 2. Try this
2,
one.
I think 2. I think you should let me have 2.
Fine.
Cute. Okay, wait, so far.
Oh my God.
Oh wait, that one, no, I think that was, where's my favourite one gone?
Right, so let's start with the lip liner. You know what I always do, my favourite. Chestnut lip liner. This is a MAC lip liner. And it's just nice, dark, brown. It just gives the lips this like really defined look.
Did you just get that
This one's for you.
What's it called? Oh, double booked.
She's double booked. She's booked and busy.
Booked and busy.
Right, so we're going to start off with double booked, which is almost like a brownie, very natural nude. If you know me, then you know that I like to layer and I like to ombre my lips as well. So I always start with something slightly darker. As you can see, we've gone with quite a dark lip liner and then we've gone for a dark lipstick. And now we're going to create like a really gorgeous graduated effect. So we're going to create this graduated effect by using a slightly lighter color just in the center of her lip. I'm just going to buff that a little bit. Tap that for me, John. Perfect. Looks amazing. Then I'm going to go in with just a clear gloss over the lip. And that just brings everything together. And I absolutely love a glossy lip. It just does something for my spirit.
I love a gloss.
Oh God, you love a gloss. She literally can't live without a gloss.
I can't live without gloss.
The girl loves it. What's your favourite gloss at the moment?
Or either Fenty Beauty or Kiko.
Kiko's definitely
Kiko lip
my
gloss is
favourite.
amazing.
And super inexpensive. Ooh, look at your lips, girl. They are popping. Absolutely gorgeous.
Cute.
So now I'm going to do my magic trick, which is buffing out the setting powder because it just literally looks perfect after. And because we've given it so much time to bake, it just is flawless under the eyes, real clean. To the ceiling for me. Ooh, look at her skin. Look straight ahead, down. No, she's not even done yet. We've not even like highlighted, but just look at this face. So pretty.
Let's get some highlighter popping.
Some highlighter. Just before we do that, I'm gonna put some finishing powder all over your face. This is to just bring everything together.
I like this brush.
Thank you.
It's really soft.
This is a 511 brush.
MAC.
No, 511.
Oh, as in, I thought you meant number
The brand is
511 by
literally
MAC.
called
Oh, I was like, wait,
511. This is gorgeous. Guys, just have a look at this. And now for Jourdan's most favourite thing on life. What is it, Jay?
Highlighter.
Highlighter.
I love a highlighter.
This is like her thing. So it's the Doll highlighter palette. And I'm going to mess with this colour on the far right.
What's that called? It says on the back.
Does it say it on the back?
Shine Bright. Okay.
Shine Bright. So we're going to go with Shine Bright. which is what I've got on too, if you guys can see.
Popping.
Oh my God, yes. Yummy. How yummy is that, guys? Honestly. You look just like candy. Literally, just want to eat you up. You look so cute.
That's because you do my makeup.
I'm going to pop some just on the tip of her nose. A little bit on her chin as well, on her forehead. No, honestly, babe, you're popping. You look so gorgeous. Put a little bit on your brow bone. Honestly, absolutely gorgeous. And then I'm going to go back with my setting powder and I'm just going to buff everything together. It's so important to make sure everything ties in and just looks flawless. I'm just going to buff that out. No product has been put on the brush. I'm literally just buffing everything out so it all becomes one. And now she's showtime ready.
She's ready.
She is ready. I'm just going to put some setting spray. And this is the All Nighter Setting Spray by Urban Decay.
It's my favourite setting spray.
And it's just, what's it going to do? It's going to make sure your makeup lasts all night. And that's what we need, because we need to be looking fresh at 4 a.m. leaving the club. Beautiful.
Fresh. That was perfect.
Beautiful. She's all done.
Ta-da!
Yay!
That was so cute.
That was super cute and whatever.
Thank you. I'm ready for that. Okay, I think I'm ready for my night out, so.
That's what you look like, babe. A bad bee.
Why did you take a picture that close to the camera? That is so cute.
Oh my God. She's doll beautied up. No, wait, hang on.
Babe,
Babe, that's rude what you're doing right now.
Oh, that was a vibe.
Honey, look at your lashes. Yeah,
My favourites.
That's cute.
I'm here for this. Been dolled up.
You've been dolled up. Oh my God, you've been dolled up.
That was good.
I'm shook. She's been dolled up.
Ding, we need a light bulb.
Where's the light bulb? Ding. She's been dolled up.
I've been dolled up.
I've been dolled up too because I'm
having
wearing so much doll beauty today.
You look fabulous.
It's so funny because I initially wanted your eyes to look like mine and now I wish my eyes look like yours. I hate you. God.
Seriously, thank you guys so much. That was amazing.
Yay.
That was amazing.